Hello, black man. This guided journal is being made available to build character, confidence, and define the inner person.
It has been deemed clear that our culture and our past has hindered black men from being open and vulnerable. Hello, black man.
Hello, black man.
Hello, black man. What's going on? This is Jamie Jenkins. We're back with another episode of the Hello Black Entrepreneur Podcast. On Tuesdays, I like to bring to you some phenomenal entrepreneurs that are doing things in the community that we just want to tap into. And I think that one of the biggest things as entrepreneurs that normally holds us back is just the opportunity to speak, opportunity to be in front of people. A lot of us have some very, very, very good products and very, very, very good skills, but it's all about can you get in front of somebody? Can you get in front of someone and someone new that's receptive to what you're doing and what you're about? So this is what the platform is for. And tonight we have two special guests. And I think when we bring these guests on, there are so many opportunities for them to practice, to practice their spiel, practice their interaction with people, quick Q&A. So it's an opportunity for them to skill up, and it's an opportunity for us as guests, us as buyers to tap in. And I tell people all the time, everybody that's an entrepreneur, you may not need their product today. But when you tap into people, you will carry that product in your mind. You will carry that product with you on social media, and you will always be able to share. And that's where I want us to improve vastly at. When you know somebody's doing something great, something good, they're a good person, they're pushing behind their brand and their business. I tell this story all the time. I have a young friend of mine. He has Collins Cane Corsos, big dogs. I don't even like little dogs. I don't want no kind of dog. But when I'm around people that like dogs, I always mention his business because that's my way of giving back, my way of giving to him, my way of branding and marketing in his absence, and that's what we can do for each other. That's where we have a lot of opportunity to just acknowledge people that have a lot going on and that we could do better at. So if you're on the podcast right now, if you would, just tap into the podcast. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to everything we got going on here tonight. And we have two phenomenal entrepreneurs that'll be on tonight. I have Mr. Malcolm Morrow and Ms. Shay Johnson will be on to tell you about what they have going on. We have dove into their businesses. Both are very diligent in what they do. And I want to bring them on very quickly and, stop talking and let them have the spotlight. Miss Shay, Mr. Malcolm, how are you all doing?
I'm doing excellent. How are you?
I'm great.
How you doing?
Malcolm, what's going on?
Nothing much.
Listen, man.
You're working.
That's it, man. Listen, it doesn't stop. I mean, like when you are pushing the entrepreneur brand, when you're pushing the entrepreneur lifestyle, there is literally no end. There is literally no down day. Even on your down days, you're doing something. Even on your down days, you are answering emails, you're making some posts. You never really stop working. You never really stop grinding. Is that true, Shay? What do you think about that?
Absolutely. Definitely. Like even right now in this present moment, I literally just put my kids to bed, hopped on. I have to check on them after we're done. So it doesn't stop.
Listen, it doesn't. What about you, Malcolm? What was your day like today?
Had a meeting earlier today. answered a lot of emails, made a
Yep.
couple posts, reached out to some people via social media, had people reach out to me. So it never stopped.
It doesn't. And listen, you made a really key. Both of you made some very key points there. Family. You have to have a balance, work life balance. You still got to do those things. You still got to put kids to bed. You got to make time for kids and family and things of that nature. So that work life balance plays into entrepreneurship. And the same thing, one of the points you made, Malcolm, you said you reached out to people. As entrepreneurs, I cannot stand when entrepreneurs sit back and wait on money or opportunity to come to them, come to their door. Like that's not how it works. Now it may work like that for somebody, some lightning in the bottle or needle in the haystack. But the rest of us got to go out here and get it. The rest of us have to go out here and make more posts and more social media content and contact more people and leave more calls and more cold calls. Like that's what we got to do. Like it's not gonna come easy. So reaching out to people. Like we have to be reaching out. You can't wait for people to reach out to you. You have a business, but people that's reaching out to you, you can't wait on that. You got to be aggressive, man. So that's a very, very, very good topic. So we'll start the night off, and I want people to get to know who you are and what you bring to the table. So Shay, we're gonna back out and tell the viewers who you are and tell them what you do.
Awesome, great. So my name is Shay Johnson. I am from North Carolina. I do a little bit of everything. I am a kids fashion show producer. I am in the behavioral health field. I am a health and wellness strategist. And I most recently am working on my baby, the Balance Box, which is a health and wellness subscription box that's set to launch in November. So I love pouring into people, mind, body, and spirit. That's my mission.
So listen, that's a lot. I mean, that's a list of things to keep organized. That's a list of things to keep abreast. Even to keep yourself up on that stuff now, and you're building an audience for all these things, and so that has to be tasking. So I definitely applaud you for what you're doing and why you're doing it. Oh my God, it's definitely a need. I love to hear people closing needs off, like what you're doing. The wellness portion of it is, we cannot get enough of it. There's no saturation in that market. There's only a mindset gap. That's the only that's you don't have a lack of people that need it. You got a lack of people that want it. You know what I'm saying? They gotta want it to come to you. How many need it? Everybody needs it. So we gotta make people to understand the want, why they should want the products and things that you're bringing to the table. Malcolm, tell the viewers who you are, man, and tell them what you got going on.
My name is Malcolm Morrow. I am a journalist, and I'm also a creative marketing consultant. Also a consultant over at Herbal Blessing, so I help people get on their path to natural health and natural wellness. So that's the main things I'm doing. I'm also just working in different ways in the media field, creating different types of media.
Man, it's absolutely phenomenal. We having somebody to tap into from the media side is, oh my God, it's very underrated. It's underrated to have somebody that looks like you, that understands the things that we go through, the lack of coverage, the lack of understanding, the lack of, publishments. So you are a true ally for what you bring to the table. So man, it's much appreciated. What you got going on from a journalist, a publicist, creative consultant, and people need a lot of creative consulting. And I think they take for granted, a lot of them may take for granted that everything that they put out is great content because they hit send, because they hit they made a post. Is it good though? Like, is it getting the message across? So sometimes you need somebody to balance these things off of, man. So what you're doing is absolutely phenomenal. You know, some people make posts and you like, man, I wish they would take it down. Oh my God, please take it down. Like, take it down. Do you tell people that, Malcolm? Do you tell people, say, hey, take it down? That's not what you want to post. Can you give people that hard truth?
Most of the time, I say something like, "We can present this in a different way." That's the nice way
I
of
like
saying,
I
"Go and
like
take that down."
see
Is
that's
we
what
can present
see
this
that's
in
why
a
that's what
different
you
way.
do. Yeah, see that's why this is what you do. See, that's why I don't do that. That's perfect. That is the perfect way to do it, man. Yeah, we need to present this in a different way. Absolutely. That's you've taught me something already. I'd be like, man, take that junk off your page, man. You know. So you got it. That's your lane. See, I'm gonna stay out of that lane. That's your lane. So tonight, what I want to do is I want to ask you two some questions out of my Hello Black Entrepreneur Journal. Basically, it's a journal that allows you to kind of streamline your thoughts, have a place to put things, to write things down. Because as entrepreneurs, especially the entrepreneurs I know, a lot of them just go do, go do. They're not tracking what they're doing in any kind of way. And at the end of the day, they may have a good product or a bad product, but they don't know how they got there. They don't know what turn was wrong or anything. They don't know if they got something great. Okay, how do I pass it on? So that's the gist behind the journal and its intent. So I'm going to ask you two some questions out of the journal, and from your background, I'm going to let you all give me your answer, your personal answer for these questions tonight. Y'all ready to rock and roll?
Let's go.
All right, all right, all
I'm ready.
right. Good deal. Okay, Malcolm, we're going to start with you. The first question of the night, it says, hello, Black entrepreneur. Describe in detail your greatest inspiration to pursue your business goals. Hello, Black entrepreneur. Describe in detail your greatest inspiration to pursue your business goals. What's your greatest inspiration, Malcolm?
I mean, my first inspiration is my family. It will be my children, making sure that they are provided for and that I'm creating something that I can also pass down to them. My second inspiration for what I do is knowing that there are a lot of people out there who have a good business, have a good product, and they just don't know how to get that in front of the right eyes, get it to the right ears. So that's my inspiration, is somebody else to reach the goals that they want to achieve with their business. Um, Another thing that inspires me, just as far as like doing journalism, is just helping people get their name out there for the creative content that they're making, especially high
Yep.
quality creative content.
Yep. You still on, Malcolm? Listen, everything you said is spot on, especially the part I really like to hear entrepreneurs talk about legacy. I really like to hear entrepreneurs talk about legacy. And I think that we are right there in the generation. You're a lot younger than me, but in our age range, we are some of the first,
Mhm.
I guess, mixed generation, to be able to create multiple streams of income and create things that can be easily passed down. It's a we can be paid for our knowledge. We can be paid for what we know these days, and passing that down to our kids. Now they know it, and it can't be taken away. Jobs. Some jobs will come and go. Some brick and mortar businesses will open and close. But once you learn how to deal with people, and that's how entrepreneurship is. How you deal with people, how you interact with people. Because people are buying from who you are. That's what they're buying. So I think it's absolutely phenomenal, man. So Miss Shay, you're up. You're on the mic. You're on the mic. I like this one. I like this one for you. It says, "Hello, Black entrepreneur. What motivates you to be your own boss? You ain't got but 33 businesses. What motivates you to be your own boss? Describe your passion. What motivates you? What's your motivation?
So similar to what Malcolm said, first and foremost, my family is my motivation. And then outside of that, it's my tribe, the people that I serve. I take, into consideration, I'm always wanting to give back. And so that is my passion. And so my businesses are streamlined on that cause, with the kids' fashion shows. I'm always giving back to an organization. With the health and wellness, I'm always pushing people to be their better self. And then, of course, with the balance box, mentally, I'm wanting people to know that it's okay to ask for help. So my passion is always helping others.
Yeah, I think that's huge. You said as far as everything you're doing is streamlined at someone else. It's streamlined at pushing them to be uplifted in every sense of the term. And so being that's a I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that word. But that carries a lot of accountability. I was gonna say burden, but ain't the word I'm looking for. That's a heavy burden. I don't want to say that word, but it carries a lot of responsibility when what you're doing is for someone else and they're uplifting, because you see things and you want to make them better. You know what I'm saying? And they might not necessarily see it, and so that has to have a lot of accountability. From your standpoint, that hey, listen, I want you to do better. So I think that's phenomenal. And just being able to have that, I don't know, man. That's a responsibility. That's a huge responsibility, and from that standpoint, Malcolm. Hello, Black entrepreneur. Discuss your marketing budget and your strategies. How you tell, and that's something I don't think we discuss a lot. We throw money at things. We throw money at ads, and we throw money, here or there. Or some people don't do anything. Some people don't want. They don't want to spend a dollar on marketing budget. They don't want to spend a dollar on it. They say somebody gonna find me. So what do you think about that? Discuss your marketing and budget strategies?
I mean, my marketing and budget strategies mainly, I like to go to where I feel like I'm needed. So I'll do, but as far as budgeting goes, I know where I want to spend money and where I know my clients are potentially it.
Right.
So I'll spend money to do a Facebook ad. I'm looking into doing like radio ads but the main marketing I use is like free marketing, social network marketing, going on different podcasts, going and getting write-ups done about what I'm doing, making sure I'm posting the things that I do. So when I'm working on something, everybody knows what's going on. So that's the main way I do it, is just self-marketing to a degree, and then using other platforms as a way to market myself too and talk about what I do.
Listen, so I come to you. I say, I need your marketing. I need your help. So Malcolm, I need your help. And you see that I'm marketing my business 3 times a month on my Facebook page. One time a month on Instagram. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna tell me? Like, obviously, Jamie, you must don't want no money. Now, what are you gonna say?
I'm gonna tell you need to post more. You can use to keep yourself posting every day yourself. Either that, or I'll tell you, I can do it for you. I can post content on your page every day, utilizing different platforms such as Sprout Social, things like that. Another thing I would do is just see the different types of content you can make based on what you're already doing.
Got it.
So people that just taking pictures of the product, that's all it's gonna take. But a lot of people see what you as a person to a degree, want to be able to feel like they know a little bit about you personally when they're buying things, because that connection is what's most important.
Oh, that is huge. I think that's very underrated, especially when you talk about entrepreneurs, because I think that they lose the personal value sometimes. As an entrepreneur, you're not Walmart, you're not Amazon, you're not these huge corporations that spend millions and billions of dollars and stuff like that. You got to be personal. you don't have a choice. Like, you have to smile. You gotta hold some babies. You gotta ask people how their grandmama doing. Like, all that has to be a part of what you do. For me, especially, I've been in photography. I've done some branding and stuff like that, and with the journals. Like, this is personal business. It's personal business. So I want to ensure that people understand that you can't get away from being personal. Do you ask people to post business on their personal pages? What do you think about that? Are you a proponent of that, or you are against that?
I feel like there's nothing wrong with posting on your personal page, but you definitely need to have some type of business page that you're sharing that content from. Because you want to have something that anybody can find, anybody can have access to. You don't just want it to be your friends and family, and you also don't want to have to invite a lot of strangers onto your personal page, seeing everything that you post.
True.
So that's one of the first things I ask when I first take on a client is, do you have a business Instagram page and a business Facebook page?
Yeah, personal. That's great. That is great, great, great. Shay. So as an entrepreneur, at some point you want to get into having somebody work for you. At some point, like that's kind of the goal. You want to be the boss. You the boss. So at some point you want to have somebody work for you. So this question kind of leads into that. It says, "Hello, Black entrepreneur. Discuss the type of help you need and what type of employees your business would benefit most from." So what type of help? What type of help does your business need? And then tell me from an employee standpoint, what kind of employee are you looking for? So if somebody's looking out here and say, "Hey man, I really like what Miss Shay got going on. I want to work for her, but I'm lazy and I don't want to get up in the morning and I don't want to do this and I don't want to talk to people." So what kind of employee would you need?
Yeah, well, definitely. I have really considered that a lot this year, trying to relinquish some control. So the type of help that I would need would be similar to what Malcolm does, a marketing strategist. I post all my stuff, but that takes a lot of time out my day. So, someone who's good in the marketing aspect of things, someone who's good with media content, a publicist. Those are the people that I'm looking for to bring onto my team. But in that regard, I need someone who's reliable because I have a lot going on. I need someone who's equally as passionate because I do pour into people. So I want people who are really genuine about what they do and understand that we don't get off at 5 o'clock. We get it done, whatever time that gets done. So that's the people that I look for.
Got it. So I guess from a business need, it's very commendable that you recognize where those needs are. A lot of people say, "I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going wrong. I don't know why." And if you've already recognized that, hey, these are some areas of need for my business, and these are some areas of need that I could improve on, and you recognize from a talent level, what you expect. And give me those qualities again for somebody working for you. They need to be,
first and foremost, they need to be reliable.
Okay.
I want them to be passionate and driven. Those are the top 3.
Okay. Malcolm, are you driven? Are you what are you reliable, driven? Are you passionate? Are you those 3 things, Malcolm?
Oh, most definitely. I was thinking as I was watching you talk, I was like, yeah, we should definitely discuss that.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, wait a minute. If I felt like she was reading your bio for a minute, I was like, wait a minute, that's exactly what Malcolm's bio says. I said, is she reading from my screen or what? So I think that's absolutely phenomenal. And like I said, this is an opportunity for just to meet people that you wouldn't normally meet. And like I said, you're on tonight with like-minded individuals, people that understand entrepreneurship. And I think it's just phenomenal that, one person does one thing and another person needs certain things. And you can see, what could happen from this point on. So I think that's phenomenal. I do want to take a moment here and take a look at Malcolm. You have a website, the Hood Hippie. So
Right.
tell me a little bit about the Hood Hippie, where it was created, and what's going on as far as content on the Hood Hippie.
Well, the Hood Hippie, I started it as a way to help promote like local artists that I was seeing that was putting out good music, but didn't know how to get it to the right ears and to the right people.
Mm-hmm.
So I started blogging and doing that after I had the opportunity to work under Dr. Boyce Watkins and Maria S. Lloyd on Your Black World. So that's where I got my start as a journalist. And basically, I took what I learned there and applied it to my own vision, just created my own platform, my own brand. And I did a lot as when I was doing the Hood Hippie heavily. I was a part of a lot of different festivals, basically anything music related in the city. From the time I was doing the Hood Hippie until I took a little hiatus, I was like involved in it from Jackson Indie Music Week, Third Eye Music Fest, pretty much all of it. I was involved in some way, shape, or form.
Listen, I think that type of journalism is needed, because I don't think we get the press we deserve otherwise. And let me explain something to you.
Mm-hmm.
You are literally WLBT to somebody. You are Fox 40 News to somebody. Don't I know people are looking for, I don't know. They may be looking for a magnitude. I want 400 million people to see this. But start with 40. Start with 40 or 50,
Right.
and reach those people, and be able to tell your really tell your story. As an entrepreneur, I think a lot of people, uh, they dismissed the they dismiss being able to articulate what they do. Like, can you give an elevator speech in 30 seconds? What if you were walking past someone of very high significance? I'm talking about, you walk past Jay-Z, you got 60 seconds. You don't have time to tell him the long drawn out story that you talking to that you do on Facebook. You got to say, hey, listen, this is what I have going on. I want to get you a part of it. This is what I want to do. This is where I am. This is my numbers. Let's work. Here's my contact information. Boom. That's all you got time to do. So having those speeches and
Right.
stuff are very, very, very critical. And speaking to news media, somebody put a camera in your face. Okay, we're live. Who are you? What do you do? How to get in contact with you. There was Sharita Gray said, he's IWLBT. We are so proud of you, Malcolm Morrow. That's awesome right there. So listen, I want people to know a little bit more about um, the box. Tell me about the box, Shay, and what can we expect from the balance box?
Absolutely. So, the balance box is a health and wellness box. It's really based for like metaphysics, spiritual wellness. It has 6 key ingredients in it.
Mm-hmm.
They're all targeted to specific goals. So, if you are someone who wants to focus on prosperity, self love, abundance, whatever the situation is curated to help you get there within the 30 days of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you may have a crystal, you may have sage, Palo Santo. I'm big on journaling. You have a pen and a pad in there. So whatever you're looking for, I try to give you all the skills and all the tools you need to manifest those things within those 30 days.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard of
Okay.
such, and I like that. I like the fact that it's I like the
Mm-hmm.
fact that when we step out into these arenas, they're unique. I like the uniqueness of it. You know, I I've literally never heard of being that detailed and intricate to say, hey, these are my goals. Hey, let me see something for your goals. I got something for exactly what you exactly what you're looking to do, I can help you do just that. So I think that's absolutely phenomenal. Being able to just really manifest that and really put that into works, man. It's awesome. So listen, as we close out tonight, I want to give both of you one more opportunity to come on and tell us what you got coming up next. And tell us what you got coming up next and how we can stay in contact with you and stay in contact with what you are doing. So I have your social media there, right there, Malcolm, at the bottom of the screen, Facebook, everything that you are and working on, creative consultant, writer, your Instagram and website. But now I want you to tell the viewers what you have coming up next.
Right now, I'm basically building up my marketing consultation firm. So I'm taking on clients for that. I've had about 4 different people sign on recently here. So I'm working on building a brand. I'm also getting ready to start working on a documentary about some local history that a lot of people might not be aware of. So stay on the lookout for that. Also, going to be dropping some new articles for Mississippi Free Press and Black with No Chaser in the coming weeks. All of that can be found on my Facebook pages. That's the MRO Media Works, Hood Hippie MS, and of course Malcolm Morrow. So anywhere that you're tapped in with me, just check it out, and you'll be able to stay in the loop.
Man, that's absolutely awesome, man. Listen, you are saying this stuff like it's no big deal. Like you got a lot coming on. You got a lot coming on. Working with Black with No Chaser, I know that's a huge name out there. They do a lot of positive things, a lot of positive content. So listen, man, we're proud of you. We're absolutely excited for the growth, and we're excited for just the content you're putting out. And I don't know, man. Like, oh man, like take it all in, man. The positivity that you're putting out there, just know that karma and that vibe will return to you. So we just appreciate what you're doing. And you're in a position to be very powerful. Like, I want people to understand that, like, when you're in the media world, you're really in the media world, you can change people's lives by a comment, by a like, by a share, by, what story you want to talk about this week or that week. So I want people to understand, just how impactful you can be to their careers, man. So salute to you. And we just appreciate everything you're doing. Hold tight. You gonna say something?
Oh, I thought you was finna kick it over to the next person. But yeah, most definitely, I appreciate the opportunity to come on.
You finna reply.
Oh yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to come on and to speak with you. I'm familiar with the Hello Black Man Journal, the Hello Black Entrepreneur Journal. Mm-hmm. Those are definitely some things I plan on picking up just to help myself stay organized, especially as I'm continuing to take on projects and just making sure I'm executing at the highest level.
Man, that's awesome, man. Like I said, what you're doing is absolutely phenomenal. Just keep at it and keep pushing. We're gonna kick it over to Shay. Shay, what you got coming up next, Shay? You got 72 businesses. You the boss of everything. I want to know what you got coming up. Let the viewers know. What's next? What's next for Shay?
So what's next for me? As I mentioned, my baby, the Balance Box, is set to launch in November. So that's really what my focus is on for quarter 4. And then from there, I'm still doing my health and wellness challenges monthly. For 2022, I have my Balance Box event. So I'll be doing different events, catering to different things in the mental health arena. Just staying positive, just uplifting people, and just looking to build a solid team is really my goal.
Listen, I know a business-minded person when I hear them. When you start talking about quarters, when you start talking about in this quarter, that quarter, that's a person that is looking at calendars. That's a person that's scheduling. This is what you do. I'm serious. you didn't say, well, next week in a few months, in quarter one, in this quarter, I'll be doing this and that quarter. That's a person that is on their A game. I'm listening to you, Shay. I'm listening to you. So that's absolutely phenomenal what you're doing. You are in an arena that is needed. Just know that. Know that what you're doing is needed. It may not necessarily be wanted. And so you're gonna have to push and push and push, and you know that when you're pushing to break generational curses, like you're pushing to do, it's hard to get people out of certain mindsets and mind frames. It is very hard to do, but you have a very vibrant spirit and a great vibe about you, and you will do absolutely excellent. You're working in your lane. You're absolutely working in your lane. Absolutely. So just keep doing what you're doing, man, and it's been absolutely phenomenal having you on. We'll bring Malcolm back. Malcolm, hey, listen, you guys have been absolutely phenomenal tonight. The chat, I have not been able to keep up with the chat. I'm gonna be honest with you. They have been commenting, love, underrated. That's so dope, Shay. I have not been able to keep up with the chat, so I'm gonna shoot down through it real quick. You guys are giving some great feedback. Normally I can kind of keep up with it, but everything positive. Viewers, they're sharing, so your content will be out there. So I thank you all for coming on. Everything has been absolutely wonderful. The balance box, we're going to make sure we push that. When you birth this baby, Shay, you make sure you tag us. We'll be sharing the content and ensuring that we do our part to promote and to ensure that you progress. Malcolm, the same thing with you, man. When you drop your content, when you anything that's dealing with what you got going on, don't be like, I don't want to tag them. I don't want to give us a tag, man. We are about posting positive content. I know how to be like, I don't want to wear nobody. I know I be the same way. Mm-hmm. I got 5,000 friends, and I don't be want to tag 5 of them sometimes. I be like, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna tag nobody. But listen, what you all are doing is great, man. So thank you all for coming on and being a part of the Hello Black Entrepreneur Tuesday show. It's been phenomenal, and y'all have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's been another episode of the Hello Black Entrepreneur Podcast. Every Tuesday, we bring entrepreneurs on to talk about who they are and what they're doing, not just the product they sell. So these two individuals, Shay and Malcolm, they have come on and been very open and transparent with you. Both have some phenomenal gifts is what they have. They have some phenomenal gifts, man. So I want you to tap in to Shay and make sure you tap in to Malcolm. And we've literally put two entrepreneurs together. Basically, she needs certain things. He brings certain things to the table. So hopefully we have culminated a workforce, a team, and they can move forward and help each other in their entrepreneur endeavors. So listen, thank you all. Listen, if you don't do anything else, tag one person, share the video. We're pushing. We just got 100 subscribers on YouTube. We're pushing into the 2,000 range on Instagram. The Facebook page is pushing about 24,000 likes. So Twitter is sick. We don't do anything on Twitter. We don't have a whole lot of followers on Twitter. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We'll be pushing Twitter, but tap in with us, man. I promise you, we're going to be doing some great things. You're going to enjoy the content that we're bringing to you. It's all positive over here, man. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night. Hello, black man.